Okay, I'm Orlando Wilson, and I've been involved in the international security and investigation industry for over 30 years now. And what I want to talk about on this video are some considerations if you're considering hiring a man guarding security company to help you protect your business, assets, etc. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is over the past 20 years, the security industry has changed greatly. It's gone from being a security industry to a facilities management industry. A lot of the companies will not only provide you with security personnel, they'll supply you with janitors, cleaners, etc. That means a lot of the management working at these companies are not what I would class as security professionals. They're facility management professionals, which means they supply you with bodies. They schedule bodies. That's it. They tick boxes. They're not security professionals. Gone are the days where a lot of security companies only used to hire military or former police personnel. These days, most companies will hire anybody with a license and anybody that needs a job. Now, if you're looking to hire a security company, the first and most important question on most people's minds is, how much is it going to cost me? Well, that depends where you are. It depends what you want. But I tell people, when you look at the quotes you're being given, you want to find out how much the guards are actually being paid. I know companies, they charge $25, $30 euros an hour, but the guards are lucky to see minimum wage. If you're paying good money, you want to make sure the guards are getting paid good money. If the guards are only getting minimum wage, then they're not going to be the most motivated people. So are they going to protect your business? I doubt it. Are they going to cause you more problems than not having them? I expect so. So finding out how much your guards are being paid is very important. And from that, you should be able to work out if you're getting trained people and motivated people or not. The other thing to consider is where the business is licensed. Ensure you're getting licensed people. Ensure the company providing you with the guards is licensed. This is especially applicable where firearms are concerned. You need to ensure that the people on your premises carrying firearms can actually use those firearms safely. I know licensed armed security guards in the state of Florida that I wouldn't trust with a firearm, even though they're licensed by the state to carry that firearm. The main reason is they're not safe. They can't shoot, but they can pass their annual qualifications. When I was in South Florida for 18 years, there was a couple of scandals where security firearms instructors were caught out because they weren't making students shoot the actual qualifications. They were just signing off on people. And I think one of those companies, I think the state had to investigate something like 2,000 guards. So if you've got people with firearms or any special equipment, ensure they know how to use it. They're qualified and licensed to carry it. Now, you need to work out why you need security. That's the big question. Why? Why are you considering employing a security company? What problems do you think they'll help you solve? Do a threat assessment on your business and work out what the main problems are and how you can solve those problems. And do you need to bring in an outside company to solve those problems for you or help you minimize those problems? Due to the poor standard of the market at the moment, what I recommend is after you've done the threat assessment, and if you don't know anything about threat assessments, I have a book on threat assessments on Amazon. Once you've done your threat assessment and you realize, yes, you need security personnel, I would recommend to people to find somebody yourself or somebody within your organization that could fill that position. I'm all for in-house personnel that are properly trained, properly licensed, than bringing in outside security companies. I don't know if you've seen in London, there's been a lot of protests, and the protesters are doing whatever they want. They sprayed Scotland Yard with paint, etc., and the cops can't do anything. So if the cops can't do anything to protect their headquarters, What's a security guard going to be able to do to protect you, your assets, etc.? In a lot of places, there's nothing they can do. If you're in places like US where you've got armed guards that can prevent people being killed, injured, etc., where they can use force, yeah, sure, that makes sense. But a lot of the security companies these days, especially in Europe, UK, they can't do anything. So you're hiring people just to stand around and do nothing. You're better off getting somebody from within your organization and training them up, making them aware of certain security risks, and having them as the person that if they see a problem to call the police. Because all a lot of security guards can do, all most security guards can do these days is just call the police. So you're paying for somebody to be on your premises that all they're going to do if there's a problem is call the police. You can do that yourself. So if you're going to bring a security company in, think about, are they going to be more of an expense, more of a liability, and do you have people within your organization that can actually do the job? It makes me laugh, and I've seen this time and time again, where a lot of people will bring in minimum wage security guards to look after millions of dollars, millions of pounds, millions of euros worth of assets. You've got a guy there, a girl there that's making minimum wage. No disrespect to the guards. I've got 100% respect for security guards that go out and work in bad conditions and for poor money. But it doesn't make sense to have somebody earning minimum wage looking after millions of dollars worth of assets. And this happens regularly where the guards will look at those assets and say, I'm on minimum wage, I'm taking those assets. Or they'll stage a robbery or something. A lot of crimes are traced back to starting being initiated with the security, or the security is actually in on the criminal's plans. So again, I hope this short video has given you some thoughts if you're considering hiring a man guarding company. As I said, I've got books online that talk a lot about security. Also, we provide consultancy services for those that want to set up their own security, protect themselves rather than relying on security companies. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer relevant questions. And if you need advice on how you can organize your own security, we provide consultancy services and training services for that. So I hope this video has given you a few things to think about. As I said, security companies can be assets, but they can also be expensive liabilities.